Trading the foreign exchange market carries high risk and may not be suitable for all investors. Trading on margin, utilizing leverage can carry an even higher level of risk that can lead to a complete loss of investment funds. So before deciding to trade the foreign exchange market or using any of our software alert products, you should carefully and diligently consider your personal investment objectives, level of experience, and risk tolerance. There is a possibility that you could potentially sustain significant loss. You should not invest any capital or trade that you cannot afford to lose. It is your responsibility to be aware of and understand all risks associated with foreign exchange trading and to seek professional advice from an independent certified financial advisor if you have any doubts. Auvoria Prime does not exercise trading authority over your trades. You and you alone exercise discretionary trading authority over every trade.
You see, we're here starting an AUD CAD. We are currently up in floating profit right now on this trade. We are in a buy or a sell here on AUD CAD. We are in a sell on AUD CAD. We go over here to Euro NZD, and we did not take a trade this week, which is surprising, being there was a big fall. But again, it's all about how the ghost gears are played. And in this case, the ghost gears did not trigger a trade on this account. So we will continue on into the next one. Take a look, NZD JPY. We got nothing on the week here. NZD CHF, we are currently in some trades and moving right now. Euro GBP has still yet to take a trade. You know, maybe Euro GBP just doesn't typically move like the other Great British Pound pairs, so it's not getting as many trades. But I mean, there's definitely some movements. You can see early January, this would have triggered a trade, right? That was a huge one. But, you know, ultimately the ranges are being played and not many trades have been triggered there. So we'll keep going through. Let's go to our next VPS here. NZD USD, we have no trade on the week. USD CAD, we did not get in any trades on this week. We can see this account is growing nicely, though. A USD CAD has been crushing it. We're going to keep going on here. Taking a look, GBP AUD. I'm not sure if you guys see this, but GBP AUD is in floating profit of 29% on this week. All right, I want to make sure you guys are all seeing that correctly. GBP AUD is in floating profit of 29%. All right. I saw on some of my other large accounts that GBP AUD was in 6 to 8% floating profit. Now, keep in mind, GBP AUD before making this profit did hit 1 or 2 stop losses. All right. So you have to account for those. But at the end of the day, GBP AUD just closed out all of its sells, took profit. Let's take a look at the account history here. You can see, wow, look at those trades. You can ignore this history. This is from different accounts here. Let me sort it by just last month. So we had taken a $30 loss, and then in 3 trades on the way back. So we took a stop loss at the 0.01 trade for $30 and made it all back and made $100, which really would have been 20% profit if you factored in the loss. So GBP AUD on this month on this little $500 account closed out 20% floating profit. Incredible. We'll keep going. GBP CAD took no trades. GBP JPY took no trades. GBP NZD is very close to taking a trade. Our setting is most likely looking to enter on a buy 7 here as it's after Wednesday. Let's take a look. And gears after 6 after Wednesday. So yes, we're waiting for a 7 entry. So if we can get GBP NZD to come right about here, probably, maybe not even that far, probably right about here, we should see an entry on GBP NZD on this account. It's very rare you get into a buy 6. This is those times where I wish the enter now button was right here. Of course, I wouldn't do it because this is a data account. But if this was my personal trading account running all the pairs, I'd probably hit enter now because that looks like a great trade. But again, it's also in a mid-range. So yes, is this a major support zone you see? Absolutely. But if it falls through this zone, the next one is all the way right about here, right? I mean, technically, maybe one right here. But really, we'd probably be looking to play down to here, in my opinion. Keep going. GBP USD, we have no trades on the week. We're going to keep getting into it. Euro JPY, we have no trades on the week. Euro AUD, we got no trades on the week. We are near a trade though. We got a buy 5. And as far as I know, I believe we should be entering around 6 on Euro AUD here. Nope, we're entering 7 on Euro AUD on this one as well. So we are just waiting for that move. Euro USD finally closed out of its buys. You can see we were in some buys for a while. It did 14% floating profit on the week. You guys are seeing that right there. NFP went in on many of our favors today. And remember, today is also non-farm payroll. And in this case, non-farm payroll. Thank you very much for the profits. Euro CAD, we got nothing on the week. Euro CHF, we got nothing on the week. USD CHF, we made 1% this week. AUD USD, we had no entries on the week, no profit on the week. CAD CHF, no entries and no profit on the week. CHF JPY, we made 0.5% this week. CAD JPY, we got no trades on the week. You guys can ignore what you're seeing here. This is just a test account I run a bunch of pairs on. Here we go. Let's take a look. USD JPY, we got nothing going on this week. AUD JPY, we got nothing going on this week. AUD NZD, we are still in drawdown on AUD NZD. These NZD pairs we are playing. I know some people are in Euro NZD sell or buys as well. We're just playing. We're waiting, doing what we do best. We're swing trading. And you can see it took a nice last entry here at a major zone, fell through, came back. See the wick. AUD CHF, we got nothing going on. GBP CHF, no trades on the week. NZD CAD, as I talked about, these NZD pairs, we are in sells, and we are waiting on this one to come through. Same thing in about 9% drawdown. Many people are probably experiencing this on the NZD pairs right now. Either some drawdown, and that's okay. That's normal. That's a part of swing trading. Which account is this? I don't think that's actually. That's GBP bug. Okay, well, that is all the one pair accounts for the day. So let's go to the MyFX books and take a look at the data. And then we're going to talk about Forex Factory as well, as always. All righty, so going over here to the one pair data, let's go ahead and sort by absolute gain. And you can see that GBP AUD just took the reins. It went from 53 to 97%. So GBP AUD just took the reins. AUD USD had taken it for a little. Then USD CAD took it last week. And now GBP AUD just came in for the throne and said, nope, I'm the king of swing trading here, right? So again, remember GearBox, it's very precise. I mean, let's look at GBP AUD and how boring this has actually been. We're actually going to take a look at this pair. GBP AUD, all right, since March, had not taken a new trade, took new trades in August, ended up losing them, hitting stop losses. So we're talking from March to August. This is a long time, end of March. So we're talking April, May, June, July. Didn't take any trades. Zero trades on GBP AUD. Got into some trades in August, got into drawdown, took a stop loss at 54%, got all the way down to 31% equity, and then swung and made it all back. Profit factor still above a 2, all the way up at almost 9. So on 85% of trades, caught 2,980 pips and it's taken 71 trades here, and it is 185% of them. So again, is GearBox perfect? No. But is it absolutely amazing and one of the best products I've ever used in my life? Yes. And still looking for a better product. You know, we have lots of great products in different places for different strategies, but when it comes to trading any single currency pair, catching a lot of pips, being highly accurate, I'm still waiting for somebody to show me a better product. And I don't know if that doesn't build any confidence with you guys. I've been trading for 6 years and I've still yet to see something that can compete in all facets or faucets, however you'd like to say that word, with GearBox. But again, that's the results. So let's go back to the one pair data, sort here by the absolute gain. And, you can see there's other pairs that they've taken a loss. This is GBP CAD. Look at GBP CAD. We haven't taken a trade since April. We were at one point one of the better performing pairs near the end of April, and 24% up. And since then, we hit some stops end of April, and we haven't even taken another trade since on GBP CAD. So there are some pairs like that. Another one, EuroCAD. EuroCAD, we haven't even taken a trade on this thing since March. So there are some pairs where things just aren't moving. AUDCHF, haven't taken a trade since June. ADNZD, we are in current drawdown on that one, we saw. But prior to that, it hadn't taken trade since July 14th. NZDCHF, right? So some of these ones that haven't shown a closed trade as well could be in active drawdown. Look at GBP NZD. We hadn't taken a trade since May. So this is also to show you guys the reason we scanned so many pairs is because there are times that many of these pairs just will not see an entry for months at a time. I mean, let's go back here. This is EuroCAD. This is GBP CAD. This is ADCHF. Euro AUD, right? Since May hasn't taken a trade, right? So there's pairs here that, we don't take trades for a while. GBP NZD is an example. I'm trying to see if there's any more examples here far back. Was that Euro CHF? Euro CHF since March 29th, we haven't taken a trade. NZD CHF. Is that right? NZD CHF? Let's take a look. Has NZD CHF not taken a trade for that long? Yeah, we have not taken a trade since July on NZD CHF. So this is just to show you that it's a patience game. There are going to be times where you do not take trades, and you have to be okay with that. That's why we scan so many pairs, because again, there's going to be those times that you're not going to get into different trade opportunities on many of these currency pairs. That's why I set up all these pairs individually on their own accounts so that we can have the most accurate data always on what's actually going on. Why are some pairs not trading? Why are some hitting stops? All right, but these are all the pairs running. And again, you can see the results. They perform. They don't blow. They manage a $500 account, and they've been crushing it with primarily low drawdown for most of them. I'm going to take a look at the Q&A here and see what's going on. Ryan Janaska, that's a great question. Are you on the MAV version? Would be my first question. Because if so, that would explain it. When I'm reading your question, Ryan, if you're on the MAV version, then I know exactly why that happened. If you're on the international version, okay, if you're on the MAV version, here's why it happened. When that trade was sent as an MAV approval, it had already had in mind from the original ghost gears that were starting prior to you changing your lot size, the 0.04 lot. Then when you changed the lot size, when it went to look at the multiplier, it based it off of your starting lot size input in the settings and then the multiplier, not the starting lot that was originally deployed. That's because that is the MAV version. If that was the international version, it would have opened the 0.05 and then the 0.06. But because it was MAV, that's what happened with the MAV version. MAV does have a few little things like that do occur sometimes that people ask questions about. I think I saw one recently too about MAV opening 2 trades at the same price. And what had ended up happening is MAV had already had that trade pre-approved, and there were already a max amount of trades deployed or max pairs trading at the same time. The next pair closed out its trade, and when the next one that went to deploy that was approved went to open, it had seen that the entry lot and then the next gear was already open prior to what should have been deployed. So it deployed both at the same time. So stuff like that does happen on MAV. Yes, Ryan, going forward, it will be at the 0.05. Can you show us the settings used on GBP AUD for our ref? Again, settings. Really simple. I made this beautiful thing called the GearBox Manager. I use this. That's it. I hit these buttons. I use the 0.01 per 1K lot size. And my max pair is trading depending on my risk, however many I want to allow to trade. But all my settings, they're the same settings that are pre-programmed here. There's no question about it. If you want to use my swing settings, put your proper lot size at your max pairs you want to trade, hit swing. Those are the settings I use. If you want to use my sniper strategy, boom. So we make it really simple. I don't need to show you settings because they're all right here. You just hit the button and it'll put those exact settings I'm using. Love to make things simple for people, right? Because when you have people modifying a bunch of stuff or trying to change a bunch of settings, next thing you know, somebody changes their lot size instead of their range multiplier, and now all of a sudden their account's gone, right? So try to keep things really simple for people. Let me go back and see what we got going on here. Hi Tyler, if I'm using sniper and of course conservative setting, is it normal for me to not have taken a trade in the last 2 weeks? Yes, Nikki, it is, and I would recommend going to swing. Currently in the kind of market conditions we're in right now, all these data accounts I'm showing you are on swing settings. So if I'm showing you that there are pairs that have not taken a trade since March on swing settings, you can imagine that not getting some trades in sniper is highly likely. It really depends on your precision, how conservative of a person you are. Sniper is really best for when the markets start trending more. Right now, we're in slower market conditions. August, September tend to be slower market conditions. For some reason, October and November do pick up a bit. They actually tend to be really good months. I would use sniper in those months. December tends to slow down again, as does January, and then February tends to pick it back up and move into gear. That tends to be the cycles. But again, all market cycles are different, right? Maybe we go into September and the markets start trending this month and sniper would have actually been better than swing. You never know, but studying history, it tends to be August and September are slower months for trading. December is a slower month. January is a slower month into halfway through January. And then we really pick back up in February. So just to put in perspective, I'm really sticking to swing on most of my accounts for, the rest of the year. I still have, accounts that I run on, sniper and super sniper, like these $250 accounts. And, every once in a while they take a trade, 71 trades since August 7th of last year. So in a year, 71 trades on super sniper on this account. Keep in mind, this account does only allow one max pair trading. So you could have taken plenty more than that amount of trades. Same with this $500 sniper. This one allows 2 max pairs trading at the same time and still only took 83 trades in the last year. So, sniper is much more precise. I mean, even if we were to go to, say this $1,500 one, this is a swing account running 6 max pairs and running 3 times the amount of pairs trading as that last sniper account, plus on swing, and it's taken 393 trades in that same time period, right? So just to put it in perspective for people, sniper is always going to take a lot less trades than swing, and super sniper especially going to be very conservative. So if you're looking to get more trades, maybe I would go to swing. But yes, completely normal the last 2 weeks. And, it's kind of sucky, Nikki, because last week, like this week was not the best week, but the week prior, people on swing settings, man, they were hitting ballpark home runs, making a ton of money. So, maybe check out the swing for a little, Nikki. Awesome question, anonymous attendee. I heard that the Swiss franc pairs have lowered the leverage in general. Is that correct info? And if so, should we avoid it due to low profit and loss ratio? This depends on your broker, anonymous attendee. You should get with your broker and ask them if they lowered the leverage. Many brokers did. I have 2 different brokers I used. One lowered it, one didn't. So all depends on you and how you're running or trading. The broker that I have many of my data accounts on did not lower it. One of the other A-book brokers I did use did lower it to 1 in 50. Actually, no, I think 1 in 100 they ended up doing, or no, 1 in 50. They did 1 in 50. So yes, depending on your broker, you may look to avoid CHF pairs depending on your leverage. If you don't know what that means and you're confused, chances are you should avoid the CHF pairs entirely right now if you do not know what leverage means or anything I'm saying sounds like Chinese to you, avoid CHF pairs. Let's keep reading. If possible, can you show us how to change strategy? I only see the option on XAU USD. That's correct, Nikki. That's how you would change it. You would simply just go into your manager. You'd make sure your lot size is how you want it in the inputs, right? Make sure your lot size is how you want it and all that good stuff. And once your lot size is where you want it, and your max pairs trading at the same time as where you want it, you're just going to go ahead and hit this button that says swing, and it's going to go ahead and put you on the swing strategy. With that being said, I am not seeing any more current questions here. Oh, there we go. For CHF pairs, what leverage do I need to be safe? I mean, ideally with GearBox, not CHF pairs, but GearBox, ideally you want 1 in 200 minimum. 1 in 100 you can work with a more conservative lot size, but anything really less than that, you're going to really want to avoid using GearBox on a currency pair that has lower leverage than that. All right, let's take a look at Forex Factory for the week and talk about the week ahead. So if we go in and we take a look from now to the 11th of next week here, obviously we have going into today, you saw there was non-farm payroll. We talked about it. It's why some of these accounts made a bunch of profit. Next, you'll see AUD news on Monday. We have RBA rate statements. We have Wednesday, Canadian BOC rate statements. We have Thursday, some European monetary policy statements. We have an ECB press conference. This is Euro news. We do have another Canadian red folder. A lot of Canadian red folders next week, I can see, and even PPI. So we have a little bit of a red folder for all the major currency pairs, I'd say, right? Next week, AUD, Euros, CAD, USD. Those are some big majors. So do expect some volatility this week. Definitely expect some action and precision modes. If you are in intraday modes, have a hands-on management strategy because there is a good amount of red folder news this week on many different currency pairs. But other than that, it looks like another amazing week ahead for us and precision modes with GearBox. I'm looking forward to it and looking forward to the week ahead. And I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your evening. Thank you all so much for tuning in with me for this this morning. I know you guys could be anywhere else, but you're here with me, so I appreciate that, and look forward to seeing you all next week as well, and another phenomenal trading week ahead. Have a wonderful day, everyone.